Hello everyone, and welcome back for another video here on my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. For all of my returning subscribers, welcome back. And if this happens to be your first time stopping by on the channel, hello. My name is Monet. I am 28 years old, and here on this channel I am dedicated to getting my finances together. I share how I budget my money and how I've been managing that for the past 4 years. So I utilize the cash envelope method, and if you are interested in that and want to get more familiar, then please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and join the family. We would love to have you part of the family. And within today's video, we will actually be cash stuffing our last paycheck for 2024, which is crazy to think of, but it's here and we've made it a whole nother year of consistently cash stuffing. So round of applause if you just joined the journey. If you've been committed since the start of the year, it is well deserved no matter what stage you are at. But it is a surreal feeling each year to wrap it up and come to the last paycheck. So hopefully a lot of exciting things are happening for yourself. I have some exciting things happening within my budget from this paycheck, so I am just excited to cash stuff it. So if you're interested in seeing how I'm going to manage my last paycheck from my full-time job, then of course just keep on watching. All right, so let's just go ahead and dive into the paycheck. If you are unfamiliar with how I do my cash envelope system, when it comes to my paycheck, some things I take out in cash, which is what we see before me, and then some things I keep within my checking account to pay for those bills electronically. So looking at what is in front of us, for cash, we see here, we have a total of $645 that I will be cash stuffing today. Here is the bank slip of how I presented it to the teller so that she knew exactly what denominations I needed. And this bank slip, as well as this bank bag and this binder, they are all available within my website. I have turned the website back on now that I am done with my traveling and I am back home. So if you're interested in really anything that you see me do or use, such as my envelopes and all that stuff, I have that all available within the website. So getting started with our cash stuffing, I'm just gonna go ahead and move these things to the side and we will bring them back once we move them. And I will take out my cash dividers that are within my wallet. All right, so let me first go ahead and break down my overall paycheck since I know people enjoy that structure breakdown. So in terms of the paycheck that I received for December, that was a total of $2,173 that we will be working with. So starting off with the bills that I decided to keep within my checking account that I did not take the physical cash out for, that will first be inclusive of my rent. So this is the second half of my rent. I'm putting aside $840. I put aside $840 with each paycheck so that then by the time the first rolls around, I have the entire payment for my rent. So did that. And then the next thing that I am setting aside is for utilities. This is for my trash, water, sewer. And for this month, we did pretty good. We came in at a total of $46 that was due for that bill. And then the next thing is my electricity. I anticipated it to be high, but it wasn't as high as I thought. So that is nice to see. And I only had to pay $92 for that. And then lastly is the gas for my car. That's going to be $30, and I just pay my gas with my debit card, so there's no need for me to take out the cash for that. So in terms of my electronic bills, that is that. And now we can go ahead and get started with the cash stuffing of the $645 that we withdrew. All right, and this will be our last go around of any dollars that I have within my cash dividers. I do set them to the side and put them in a jar. I don't think there's gonna be much because when I was away with family, I did go ahead and swipe a little bit and then I started using cash. So I didn't really get much change back, but we'll see what we get. So here we have spending, and spending is going to be getting $100 from this paycheck. And I decided to do all of these in 20s. Majority of my spending was used on the Usher concert that I got to see, and it was so great. If you've had the experience to see Usher live, I've seen him now live twice. I saw him once at Dreamville and then the second time at his concert. he's a phenomenal performer. Like, you just can't deny the man's talent with the dancing, singing, and we had ourselves a good time. So definitely enjoyed that. And then the other majority of the spending were used for when I was in South Carolina visiting my family for the holidays. So any spending that I needed to do, I took that out of the spending category. But looking at us adding money, I don't have any dollars. So adding $100, we now have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 210. So that is $210 that I have for spending. By the way, if you celebrated Christmas or any type of holiday and you want to share down in the comments below, please feel free to do that. I would love to hear what you guys got up to. In terms of myself, like I said, I was in South Carolina. My family and I rented, I guess it's like an Airbnb type of thing. So this was my first time spending the holidays with that side of the family. Usually it's just my mom and I, so it was a nice experience and we had ourselves a good little time. We kept up with our traditions of watching Polar Express on Christmas Eve, and yeah, it was just an overall nice time. So I hope you all enjoyed your holiday as well. If you participate in the holidays or if you just wanted some days to yourself and you wanted to relax, that is fine as well. But yeah, in terms of my spending for now, the main thing that I am determined to do is to go see the new Mufasa movie. If you've seen it, let me know down in the comments below. No spoilers, but just let me know if you enjoyed it or not, because I'm on the fence about it. But I love Lin-Manuel Miranda so much, because I'm a musical girl, that I have to go, if anything, just for the music. Okay, enough chatting. Moving on to groceries. Groceries is going to be getting $150, so I'm gonna do two 50s and two 20s and one 10, and that should give me 150. So we got 50, 100, 20, 40, and 50. Looking at groceries, I did use this a little bit because at the Airbnb that my family had, we did buy some groceries and stuff for snacks and cooking, but I really didn't do the cooking, I just bought snacks. So adding that, because I do need to restock my apartment because the refrigerator is bare, it's empty. So we do need to do a grocery shop. So I now have 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 240, and 245. So $245 should be more than enough for groceries. As I always say, it is just myself, so I can manage on that. Moving along, we get into toiletries. Toiletries will be getting $50, and I'm just gonna do a $50 bill. I have not used toiletries, so this one should be piling up, but once I go grocery shopping, I'm sure there are things that I need to buy. So adding 50 will now give me 50, 100, 20, 25, and 30. So 130 for groceries sounds good to me. Up next, we get into clothing. Clothing will be getting $20, so we will do a $20 bill, and adding that gives us 20, 40, 60, 80, 85. So $85 for clothing, looking nice. And then lastly is eating out. That is getting 40, so we will do two 20s. And looking at eating out, oh, we do have some dollars, so we will set that to the side. And adding 40 now gives me 20, 40, 45, 50. So $50 within eating out. And once again, all of these categories will support me for the next 2 weeks until I get paid again. So I think we are looking good there. So we can go ahead and put them back in my wallet. And there we go, ready to spend. All right, so here we have our dollars. We saved $1, $2, $3, which isn't much, but this is something. And we will go ahead and add that to the jar. Looking at the jar, it is pretty full, so I am gonna insert a clip of a better angle so that you guys can give your guess, because that's what we do every year. So looking at the jar and what we have, let me know what you think I have saved. I'm also going to include my coins. I don't have any coins to add this week, but of course we know I'm going to count those as well. Within the jar, sometimes there's $5, $10, just because I make change over the year. But yeah, overall, give me your guesses. It's always nice to see how close some somebody gets to being right. And within the next couple of videos, I will be counting this and see what we saved for the year 2024. So that is exciting. But moving on, now we can get into my singing funds and begin cash stuffing for there. All right, so opening up the binder. First up, we have annual payments. That is getting $30. So I will add a 20 and a 10. For the month of December, I am going to pay my Apple Music and Netflix. So by the time January or the first paycheck in January rolls around, I will take out the money for that. But adding that now puts annual payments with 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 390, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40. So that's $440, which sounds good. My Apple Music is, I believe, either $100 or $110. And then for Netflix, I share Netflix with my cousin, so I just give her normally like 100 or 110 for the year, and then that's that. And then she carries or handles the rest. All right, so that is annual payments. Next, we have car maintenance. That is getting $20. I have not done anything really pertaining to my car this month, mostly because I haven't really been here. But we do have $1,000. This is a placeholder to let me know that $1,000 is in the bank. And then in cash, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 25, 26, 27. So that's $1,127 that we have within car maintenance. And that covers like a car wash, oil change, any, maintenance related things to my car. I am very paranoid about my car because of previous experience with my old one. So I make sure that my car stays in good condition because I need her to be perfect. Moving up next, we have car insurance. That is getting $40, and I pay my car insurance every 6 months. So this is me saving up for that payment. Adding 40 gives me 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, and 30. So $130 is now saved up within there. Up next is Christmas, but that is not getting anything. It is completely empty, and we will begin cash stuffing that again in the new year. But as for this year, it's done. Had a good time, and that is that. Next, we have gifts. Gifts is getting $10. I am currently saving up for my father. His birthday is in February, so putting a little something together for that. Adding $10, we now have 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, and 54. I need to get on that and figure out what it is. I feel like for him, I never know, so we will see what it is. After that, we have household. That is getting $15, and adding 15 to this will now give me 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 25, 30, 35. So $135 now saved up within household, and that is great. Here we have medical. This one is also something that is not getting anything. I have 540. And someone asked, why do I just cap it at 540? And that basically is enough to cover any deductibles if I need to do anything. And medical is not something that I utilize a lot. Any prescriptions I have to get, it is covered by my health insurance. So I just put this here in case anything random happens. Like the last time I used it, I had a cavity, so I had to pay for a cavity. But it's enough in here to cover any deductibles that I may need. After that, we have travel. Travel is getting $170, so that should be what is remaining. So we have 150 and 70, so that is correct. And adding that to travel, that now gives me 100, 200, 300, 400, 20, 40, 60, and 70. So that's $470 saved within travel. And if you know me, you already know that is basically gonna be gone by next week because I do have to book some flights for things that I have already planned in 2025. So yeah, I am always on it with travel because it will always be used. But in terms of my singing funds and cash stuffing, that will complete that. So the next thing that we can get into, which is also equally as important, is the remaining money that I have from my paycheck, and that goes towards my savings that I transfer electronically. So again, I don't take out the physical cash because it's honestly too much money, and I'd rather just put that in my high yield savings account, or it needs to go to its own separate account. So if you have been here from the start of the year, we know my main priority for this year was getting my home fund to $10,000. It was a very ambitious goal, and happy to say that we were able to achieve that. So from this paycheck, all I had to do was put aside $240 from my paycheck to put towards my home fund, and we have achieved our savings goal of $10,000 saved. Yay! Of course, I know $10,000 for a home is not really much, but this was just a starter goal for myself, and something that I never thought was possible. To save $10,000 just sound, out of this realm for myself. So I am just amazed at my consistency and happy to see the results. So yes, this is just a starter, but it is something. So definitely happy to report on that goal being achieved. And then the last thing that I did within a transfer was for my Roth IRA. I did set aside $280 from this paycheck, and I was working towards maxing this out by the end of the year. But once I realized that you have until April of the next year, so April 2025, you can continuously contribute to your Roth IRA, I decided to be more lenient on myself so that then I can put more to achieving my home fund goal. So adding the $280, it does put us at $6,600 saved towards our $7,000 goal. So even though we weren't able to completely finish it by the end of the year, I am still happy with my progress, and I am definitely going to max it out by January of 2025. So that was my main thing. This was my first year opening up a Roth IRA, so I'm just happy that I can, as I said, achieve those goals. It's just not something that I thought I could do, and it took a lot of willpower and consistency, as I said, but the results of it are very, very satisfying. So I hope that motivates you all to continue to hit your goals. If this is something that you just started, it is never too late. Let me know if this was your first year, what you did, and all of the things that you achieved. I really do enjoy reading about that from you guys' perspective, because it lets me know that I am not alone. But as I said, enough of me rambling. It's just a very chatty video, I feel like, today. But that is the overall breakdown of my paycheck. All right, so also if you made it to the end of the video, thank you for making it this far, but this is the portion now where I will be announcing my giveaway winners. I was running a giveaway, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, and now we're gonna go ahead and announce it and see who won it. I wanna thank you for everybody that participated, and thank you all for leaving such wonderful comments. It is very overwhelming to get the amount of comments that came through, and sadly I couldn't comment to everyone, but just reading them and hearting them was enough, and I am just very appreciative of you guys sharing your hopes for the new year, and I am wishing you all so much success that you can all achieve them. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is now insert the clip of me spinning the wheel or hitting the button to get our winner, and we will go ahead and start with our winner A. All right, so there you have it. That is our winner A up here on the screen. Congratulations. Thank you so much for participating. And now we're gonna go ahead and spin for winner B. Okay, another winner. Thank you so much. Congratulations. And then once again for our winner C. All right, and there is our last winner. Congratulations to everyone. Once again, you guys, thank you all for participating. And to the winners, you do have 48 hours to get in contact with me. And if I do not hear from you within those 48 hours, I sadly will have to spin and pick someone else. The best way for you to contact me would be through my email. I'm gonna go ahead and put it here on the screen. Please do not reach out through Instagram or DMs and all that stuff because that does get lost in spam. So please just be sure to email me at this email address. And if you are winners A or B, please be sure to give me your name and an address that you would like me to send your prizes to. And if you are winner C, let me know what email you would like me to send for your gift card. But as for the video, you guys, that is all I have. Thank you all so much for an amazing 2024, and I will catch you all next time in my next video in the new year. Bye guys.